Hello, everybody. It is gzdoom on the main channel once again. It's been a while. How you doing? I never ask you how you are. You know that? I should ask how you're doing more often. Just leave a comment down below. Tell me how you're doing. I'd love to hear it. Either way, this is Project Doom devlog number 3. Believe it or not, I haven't really been keeping consistent. There's a lot going on in my personal life right now. You probably know how it is. Speaking of personal life, as I'm just going crazy, just doing some random sketching in Doom Builder, why don't I tell you a little story? Huh? We all like stories on YouTube, right? Huh? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. No, you don't? Okay. Well, too bad. You're hearing it anyway. So, it's nearly... what's the time? Quarter to midnight as of recording this, and yesterday I got back from a 4-day residential. It's hard to explain, but there's this thing we have over here in the UK called the King's Trust, formerly known as the Prince's Trust, and the whole point is to help out young people, most notably 16 to 25-year-olds, in regards to getting qualifications and getting help getting a job, etc., etc. And me, I'm 23, so you could probably guess by the fact I'm talking about it that I'm on the program. I'm just trying to collect my thoughts. I'm trying to multitask. Speaking of which, I should do what I did the last few times and get the original layout of the original map up. And I forgot to mention now, I'm working on E1M2 rather than just primarily focusing on E1M1 the whole time. I don't have a basic concept of what I want just yet, so I'm just going to some crazy sketching. But as I said before, hardly any of this is final. So anyway, as I was saying, King's Trust. They have this thing called the Explore program, which is basically just a month-long course, but I'm now on this thing called the Team program, trying to build up teamwork qualities, if you catch the drift. It's hard for me to explain because I'm trying to multitask, and as I said, it's just about quarter to midnight right now. I need to go to sleep. Otherwise, I'm going to go fucking insane. But this whole residential trip that I went on is about 4 days long. It was Tuesday to Friday. And I was honestly hoping I'd have a room all by myself because they split up. The way they have it is under 18s in one room and over 18s in another room. It's the same with boys and girls. But I ended up sharing a room with this one guy. I'm not going to give out any names in this whole story. I have too much respect for people's identities. But I was sharing this room with what can only be described as an awkward guy. Just to say. But it wasn't really that much of a problem, though. The issue was he talked in his sleep. I'm not going to slag anyone off. And I swear to God, the most of the time I was there, it was like an episode of Love Island. There were just two couples just got together so quickly, and I swear to God, one of them, I'm not giving out any names, but I'm pretty sure by the rumors that I heard, they must have fucked, honestly. I mean, I look at the two of them, that what can only be described as bite marks on their necks, and I'm just like, fucking hell. But that's what happens when you have so many young kids, most of them being under 18, just in the same rooms. It's the same thing because I don't know how to explain it. I'm stumbling over my words, but I think the downside is they just cram you into a house with some people that you barely know, and chances are somebody's gonna get pissed off. And there was this one girl who just kept on talking non-stop. And I'm not complaining about it. I'm just telling you what happened. But yeah, you go on those type of trips where, say you're in high school or primary school, you open this, you're just gonna be nice and calm, doing some various activities. Everybody gets on with their own thing, nice and quiet. This was not that. This was some fucking reality TV experience. Just cut a long story short, that's what happened. But either way, there's no other way for me to explain it. either way, it was, aside from all the Love Island escapades and all bullshit like that, it was actually pretty enjoyable doing some various teamwork activities. One of the things I remember from Tuesday actually was having to build some sort of cardboard boat to support an egg going downstream. And of course, I was put into one team, some other people in another team. And the name of their boat was Titanic 2.0. And one thing we also did was give our eggs names. They named their egg Mufasa, Lion King reference right there. Me, on the other hand, given my 3 years of creative media in college, I had some idea of what I wanted. And I'm thinking to myself, well, boat, what is boat, right? What is it? Why is it? When is it? You can maybe even say, is it? You could say anything. Well, then again, a lot of people say anything. I can't take credit for that joke. That's a Rick Mail joke. But either way, long story. No, I need to go to sleep. But I came up with a very clever name for mine. Boat. Literally just boat. And the name for the egg? I think you'd be proud of me for this. Colin Mockery. Genius, right? Yeah. But it was a genius plan, genius concept, but the boat ultimately failed and capsized. Surprisingly enough, Colin Mockery, the egg, was alright. Wednesday, I'm trying to remember. Well, I actually did some canoeing, which I don't know if anybody abroad or overseas is familiar with Calvert Trust. It's a thing in the Lake District for young kids. It's been years since I've done canoeing. I must have been about 15 or 16 at the time. Fast forward to 23, I'm doing it again. So the trip there was pretty decent, but around halfway there, well, I should have mentioned before, by the time I arrived on Tuesday, I already had a massive headache, so it was hard for me to deal with. And the Wednesday, halfway close to the canoeing trip, just vomit. I didn't vomit in the minibus. We went in a minibus. I didn't vomit in there. I asked him to pull over. And I felt so much better after chucking up. You know what I mean? But anyway, various water activities for Wednesday. Thursday, we ended off with a fashion show, apparently, as well as a fire. And I actually have a picture of what I did in the case of makeup. I'll put it up here right now. But overall, it was a pretty wild week. Oh yeah, Friday we did some paramedic type shit with a stretcher and a splint and stuff like that. Like I said, the downside is they cram you in a house with people you barely know. And me personally, I've talked about this on my second channel. The whole reason I'm on the team program is just to try and better myself. I'm trying to be a better person after this. I don't care about the qualifications at all. That's basically what happened. It was a decent experience aside from all the reality TV bullshit, as I said before. Anyway, that's the whole story. Back onto the mapping process. So, as of right now, I have the layout of the original E1M2 map up right now. Everything's going pretty well. But like I said, I have no rough concept sketch, so I might have to come up with something tomorrow. And that's another thing. I wanted to record a gameplay video of Star Wars Republic Commando for my second channel, but my webcam battery was dead, so I'm having to recharge it. But hell, better late than never, as people always say. I might have to go into visual mode. I'll give it a playtest just to show you guys what I've had so far. And it shows up on the second monitor. Fuck you, mate. Where is it? Where is it? Technical difficulties, give me a sec. Hey, and he's done it. Okay, so, as I said before, not really that much extra detail. There's not really any entities just yet, but again, it's a start. Well, I might have said there's no entities, but... Oh, there are some entities here. Yeah. But if you haven't been keeping up with the devlog so far, if you're just finding this, this is basically meant to be a reimagining of the original Doom. Almost like a... What's it called? Knee-deep in gzdoom, which is a big influence on this. An inspiration, I should say. And keep in mind, this is a concept I've had since my first year of college, but I just got too lazy trying to finish it, and I did have plans to get it done for Doom's 30th anniversary, but again, laziness, because I'm English. But with everything that's been going on the past year or so, I figured now's the time to do something about it. Once again, there's a lot going on in my personal life right now, so I'm not sure if this is going to get developed any farther. If I'm lucky enough, I might be able to get some helping hands on this, but only time will tell if I deserve it. Either way, I'm not really sure if there's anything else to add. So yeah, that concludes devlog number 3, I guess. It's nearly midnight, so I may as well end it off. So, I know there hasn't been much map development in this episode, it's mainly just been storytelling, but regardless, if you did like it for whatever reason at all, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for what I can add to this mod, or Doom mod, you can either let me know down in the comments, or you can join the Discord server, where you can also suggest some video games that I can play on the second channel. But, yeah. This has been devlog number 3 of Project Doom. This has been gzdoom5 on the main channel, and I will see you in the next video when it comes out. See you later. Bye.